Hey guys, thanks for coming back. Today I think I've got a great tip for all of you. I think people who are watching my videos are mainly students, and right now I'm on my last year as a student, and I think I've accumulated a good amount of good tips on how to do well in exams. And you see the title, it's gonna be something like removing social media or something. Because when it comes to school, if you want to do well, you have to remove all of these stupid ass distractions. And I've found that the biggest distractions of them all is likely social media and your phone. So the solution I've found to this is actually an app. And before I present the app for you, I wanted to say that the problem with social media is not really the social part of it. It is the media. And it's like we are on social media to connect with each other. I don't think people are on social media to like doom scroll fucking short short form content. I don't think so. So well, what this app is doing is that instead of having you see all of this stupid ass short form content, what you're getting instead is only the conversations from all of your social media accounts. So if you got, I don't know, like Facebook, like Messenger, I think, yeah, Messenger, Discord, WhatsApp, Instagram too, and many others as well. Many platforms, you can gather all of them at this one app. Now, the app is called Beeper. It's spelled as Beeper, Beeper. It's quite good. And honestly, I'm someone that has always been on and off using social media and not. And what I've found is that when I started using this Beeper app, and I've used it for months, it's like my go-to. And honestly, it's so great because if you got a conversation in one app, then another, it's like so many possible ways you can be distracted all the time. So let's say that you finish the conversation on Instagram and you know that you're gonna talk with someone else on Messenger. You go to maybe not Messenger, but let's say Facebook. I don't know. It's just an example. You go to Facebook and you open the chat and you chat yourself down, and then suddenly there's like some short form content, and then you're distracted for 30 minutes, and then you've lost time that would probably injure your studies. So I'm in an extremely fortunate situation right now where on exchange I'm attending UBC here in Vancouver, Canada. It's great. I think the students here are really smart, probably way smarter than me. And a few of my friends, I told them about this Beeper app. Next time I saw them, all of them had like Beeper. So it's something that truly works. For me, I think I went from 5 hours screen time every day, and I'm now averaging around 2.5. Quite happy with that. That's like half the time. Now, I'm trying to make these videos kind of long, so I'll just keep sharing tips until I get bored. And I did write down some of them as well. So the first one is Beeper, and is basically getting rid of media in social media, so you can focus on being social instead of watching media. The other one is actually kind of weird, but hear me out. Now, after Ali Abdaal came to YouTube, he has honestly, because of him, I've done real well in my studies. I think he taught me about Anki, using flashcards, basically like memory retrieval, I think it's called. Active recall is what it's called, and using spaced repetition is great. These are fantastic tools, super efficient. But I gotta say, like I've been using this for 4 years now, and I think it is kind of boring. It is a hassle to get yourself started to do these flashcards, and I think recently, the last 2 years, I've found another method that kind of supports the entire studying system, and it's called Notebook LM. I know people have probably heard about it, but this practice I'm using is based on another guy, and in his video, he said that he's not trying to reach the highest grades. He's trying to educate himself in his studies to become an educated person. So he's gonna actually enjoy his studies and his work life after. And the way he's doing it is using a method that is also being used in Japanese learning, which is called the immersion method. And immersion is basically that you immerse yourself with the language. For example, in Japanese, it would mean that you listen a lot to Japanese, you watch a lot of, I don't know, like anime, dramas, and everything like that. But the immersion method can also be used in your studies. And what does that mean? Well, for me, it would mean that you watch content or you listen to content where you are surrounding yourself with your courses. And by doing this, you will end up liking the courses more. So you're not really targeting the most efficient ways of doing well at school, but you are making the process of studying more enjoyable. So you actually want to do the flashcards. So you want to excel at your studies. Now, why do I think Notebook LM is such a fantastic tool? Well, it is because that, let's say that you have, I don't know, you got a midterm, you're gonna look through 6 PowerPoint slides with content. Well, what you can do is that you can chuck in, I don't know, you can chuck in 1 or 2 PowerPoints of those 6 at a time. So you will have 6 or 3 podcasts, which Notebook LM is doing. Notebook LM is making podcasts of content you're giving it. You can literally give it anything. And you can prompt it very easily to just make it be like a teacher for you. And it's quite nice because you can also make it talk for a long time. So why do I use Notebook LM as part of my studying routine? Well, the way I use it is that I do this thing that I chuck in like 1 or 2 presentation slides from the lectures, and I make a podcast of it, which can be like 1 hour long. And after I go for walks with it, and going for walks is great because then you can only focus on the podcast. You're actually using your body. And after you've used your body, you can actually get home and feel in a state where you're actually better able to sit down and do flashcards, for example, which is the method of doing efficient work. Now, so I think Notebook LM, like these podcasts, they are just not boring, to be honest. They can be boring, but they are way less boring than doing flashcards. So yeah, for me, they work kind of like a glue of the course. So they talk about everything in that PowerPoint slides. And when you're doing your flashcards, which might be like exam tasks, you will have way more cues on what the flashcards are about. And you can like see words in the tasks that you've heard in the podcasts that you know about. You have a better understanding of it. And since you have a better understanding of it, the flashcards will actually become more interesting. It will be a process of creating familiarity. And in a book I read, actually it was from a video. No, it wasn't even from a video, I think it was a book. And what I read in that book was that they did an experience on familiarity. They put a guy in a black bag, put him in a classroom. The first classes, they were making fun of this guy. But after a while, they started loving him, and he became really, truly like a friend in class. And what we can conclude from it is that familiarity makes you like it if it is a positive experience. So if you're someone that likes taking walks, I'm someone like that. I love taking walks, and I have a lot of energy. So when I go for walks, I listen to podcasts, I become familiar with the content, and then I use the content in the flashcards later. For me, that's perfect. Now we're hitting the 10-minute mark. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.